like really the most important thing to say here is a lot of people have been tweeting me, posting on my Facebook page, sending me a private message on Instagram asking me if this is it, if this is the rain, that we have forecasted, and if the event is over. No, it is just beginning. You're getting a brief break. You're getting a lull right now in some of that heavy rainfall. But let me tell you what we saw overnight, early this morning. We are expecting rounds of heavy rain through almost midday Wednesday, okay? So what happens is, this was the first real heavy wave of rain across the area from our overnight hours into early this morning. So the grounds can handle that amount of rain. See, now they're saturated. So now the next round of heavy rain is going to move through, and it's going to add a layer on top of those saturated grounds. And the next layer will happen. And you see what I'm saying? Then we have nowhere to put that water. And now we're talking about some serious flash flooding. So if you're at your home right now, you're looking out your window, you're looking at light rain across the radar, and you're seeing even some breaks in the clouds and some sunshine peeking through. You're saying it's really not that bad. Please still don't let your weather guard down. Please don't let your guard down about what we are forecasting here over the next several days. Along the east side, we're still looking at some very heavy rain. So if you're in Liberty County, Chambers County, you're saying, what are you talking about? We're getting heavy rain right now. If you are along the bay or near Crystal Beach, High Island, if you are near Kima, your League City, those are areas that are all seeing some light to moderate rain right now. And just about the same right across Channelview, Galena Park, East Houston. Notice the Med Center. Finally, you're getting a break. I tell you what, about 3 hours ago, it was really coming down in the Med Center. Pecan Grove to East Bernard, it's been Sienna Plantation, Missouri City, that we've seen anywhere from straight line wind gusts to isolated tornadoes, still needing confirmation from the National Weather Service, but has done enough to create some serious damage, and even in Katy as well. So overnight, we have had that. I'm expecting additional reports as, of course, the days continue. Big picture. Hurricane Harvey, still a hurricane, Category 1. It's almost centered in the exact same area. We haven't really seen much movement even from landfall. You can see the center of circulation now pushing northwest of Victoria. Those outer bands continuing to impact eastern counties, but this will be the case over the next several days. Again, on and off periods of very heavy rain. Those totals, I've shown you this before, but anywhere from 7 to 10 inches of rain. Some of our peak wind gusts, anywhere from 46 mile per hour peak gusts at Hobby Airport to 71 mile per hour gusts. That was at Eagle Lake. The track has changed a little bit, and you know what? The track will continue to change. So at this point, let me show you what we're forecasting. From a Category 1 hurricane, expecting this to weaken to a tropical storm. Either way, we're still on the eastern half of this, and I'm still expecting that really heavy rain accumulation over the next several days. So again, remember, we're layering it up, even though there's a lot of you dealing with a little bit of a break right now, and don't let that guard down. Tropical depression, so the L is our tropical depression, and that's expected to ride now north of our western counties. Couple things that I'm going to continue to monitor. Models are not in agreement of this. We're going to continue to see some very active changes from the National Hurricane Center over the next 24, 48 hours and so on. So as far as the exact track it'll take from Monday to Wednesday, that's still very uncertain. So just know that that forecast will change. But at this point, it has that moving northward from most of our western counties, not moving back out of the Gulf. Again, that could change. I don't want you to be surprised when you wake up tomorrow morning and again, you've seen that forecast change. As far as our bayous and our creeks, really most of our bayous and creeks, they're all within their banks. So handling the rainfall that we've seen so far pretty well. We're getting a little brief break. The only creek really that I know of, Darby will give us the latest on what he knows, is South Maid Creek at Greenhouse, but that is typically a flood-prone area. You also have to be wise around your area at home. Do you live in a flood-prone area? Does a typical street by your house typically flood? It probably already has, okay? So you have to use your own wisdom to where you live, to your neighborhood, which has happened in the past. This time, the only difference of a beast that this will be is a very prolonged event. That's why so many schools, businesses are already closed on Monday. We are already anticipating rounds of heavy rain over the next several days. Buffalo Bayou, that's always a big question. Where are we in comparison to the plain? Well, take a look. We're almost at 13 feet, but it can hold almost 22 feet, so it's still well within its banks. I think that's going to take over the next 48 hours. We'll continue to see this rise, and then once that does, that becomes an issue. So far this morning, we've continued to see the bands really kind of move. So they've tracked from west to east as far as... We haven't noticed that as well, but guys, let's turn it over to you.
Yep.
Yeah, sounds like...
I think the microphone finally gave out.
I think so.
Yes.
I know. We've been on so long.
We now know the microphone will last 6 hours and 24 minutes.
Exactly right.
So thank you, Cheetah. We're going to go back out to Melissa Correa. She
Yes.
is